Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am here today to pre-plan my memory keeping spread. That's a bit of an oxymoron, I'll explain in a second. For the week of April 20th to the 26th, what I want to do is, if you saw my video last week, you'll know that I started, I did my spread in 2 or 3 different installments. I was probably closer to 4 different installments by the time I was done, but I found it really helpful to get the base down and then come back as the days went on to put the rest of it together. So I am going to do that again this week with this gorgeous kit by Paper Crown Planner called City in Bloom. It is, I am just loving it. I was originally planning on using this for Easter week, then I changed my mind, and I just think it's perfect for, let's be real, any time of the year. I have doubles of this sheet as per usual lately, glitter headers, scripts, which I probably won't use, but I didn't know that when I printed them, functionals and littles. Loving all of this. So many functional boxes in this kit, and I do really love that. The purple is just so pretty, and then this, these colors. So I am going to put down my washi and glitter headers first. And I will speed you through that and then come back to place my full boxes. Hey everyone, it is Thursday, so I am back to film the first half of the week in here. I love the way that this all came together with the full boxes and the glitter headers. This bottom washi is just gorgeous. I love these kits. So we're gonna jump in and see what we have going on this first half of the week. I honestly feel like Monday was a million years ago, and I'm not sure why, but it just feels like so long ago. So Monday, the first thing that I want to mark is that it was my friend's daughter's first birthday. So for that, I thought I would use, these kits actually come with little script box. Where is it? I thought it was towards the back of the kit, but obviously it is not. I think it's this one. Yeah. So there is a birthday sticker here, so I thought I would use that, and then I will use the little gift box icon there to mark that down. So she turned 1 on Monday. Her name is Emily. And first sticker down, and I already need to fix it slightly. It's off to a great start. We have a running joke that I fathered my friend's children, which, yes, I know is not possible. But yeah, it's just been a joke we've had forever. So definitely bears marking in my planner there. Then I did a bunch of designing, and just going to pull out the functional boxes here. Designing and playing around in Illustrator to sort of figure out, I want to redesign all of the kits in my store, as well as just come up with some new product. So I started off the day by playing around with that. So I think I will use, maybe, why don't we start off fresh and floral with this one here. Also crooked. You would think that I was brand new at this. What on earth is going on with me? Of course, the second I sit down is also to film is also the second that my phone starts going crazy. Okay, I'm not moving it again. And then I have a little design bandit here, so I'm going to use her. I think I'll just put her there to mark that. Okay, and then after that, my husband made breakfast because he is off on Mondays. So maybe the blue one. And I have a little breakfast bandit. So it was more like a lunch, but it was still bacon and eggs, and it was delicious. So we will mark that. Oh, I forgot that they're wearing different, honestly. I just grabbed one, forgetting that they are wearing different colors. So I will maybe add this one instead. Okay. After that, so that was lunch time. Then I edited. So I had to finish editing my Erin Condren rewind from last week, which took, I mean, it was like it was honestly never ending. That Plan With Me spread. I'm not sad to see that one be done, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna switch this one for a smaller box. I think it'll be this one here. And I don't know if my bandit will actually fit, but let's see. She can go up into the box above a little bit. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Okay, so then sort of I have editing, dinner, and then I filmed, so I should be able to, and I did print some kits in between there, but if I don't have room for that, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I'm gonna put this one back. Okay, so editing, by the way, these little bandits are from Print Petticoat Bandit, and I will link those down below as well. So let's use the little pink editing sticker there. Dinner, we had takeout, and it was pad thai, and it was delicious. So let's see. I think for that I will use this. Well, we do have dinner icons here, like the littles, but I don't think don't think that's what I want to use. Put that down and then grab the takeout sticker here from the kit. I don't actually like that very much. I don't think it's dark enough. Let's see. Pink one stands out a little more. I'll use the pink one, but I'm going to use the smaller one, I think. Okay, let's put this back. So then I did print, I started printing my May kits and I filmed. So I think I can probably, can I fit them both in here? Let's see. So maybe a purple. So it would need to be a purple one, and then if anything, a third. No, that won't fit. Okay, so let's do it backwards and see where we end up. So I think I'll use this one. That's probably the only thing I'll get in there. So actually, we'll just put in this half box for filming. Okay, and then I have a little record bandit here that I am quickly running out of because I love them. Okay, I wish I had the colored ones of these. I actually thought I did, but evidently I don't. So that's okay. I might color her in to match this after. All right, Tuesday. I started off by washing my hair and drying it curly. I have naturally really curly hair, which I haven't done in like over a year probably. I've let it dry naturally curly, but I've never, like it's been at least a year since, or more, since I like went to the trouble of actually using the diffuser and drying it curly. So I think I should mark that down. So I've got the shower icons and the little hair drying ones. Even though there isn't curly hair on here, I think it will work anyway. So I think I'm gonna go for this green one so it stands out against the washi. And maybe a matching. I might want a smaller one for this. Yeah. And then I spent a good chunk of the day doing research for Etsy again. So I'm gonna end up with a half box next to a half box, but that's okay. Or is there a work? There is a work box somewhere. I thought it was in here, but it is not. There's also, there's this, which would take up most of the day, but I don't have tons of other stuff to mark, so why don't we use this? Just go ahead and white this out here. This is the one that I had serious trouble placing 2 weeks ago when I used this kit, or one of the Print Petticoat Bandit kits. So, okay. Okay, and I have a little laptop to use for that because she's so cute. Let's do the little gray one here. Okay, just like that. Super, super cute. And then I worked on my daughter's memory keeping planner, and it wasn't filming, it was putting down, I had a letter to write for her, and just sort of catching up on some weeks from last month that I still had a few notes to put in. So I brought out two. I don't really have any like scrapbooking stickers. I brought out two. I was thinking about using this one, but just because it's, you know, it's got a heart on it, it's a labor of love, whatever. But I actually think I might use, I don't know, now I'm thinking I'm not going to use anything. I guess this is smaller, so I'll use this one. Yeah, I'll use this one here. And I'm gonna have to put that on the same side. I like to alternate sides for my icons, but then they usually end up overlapping with these, so that's fine. Okay, so put that there. In the evening, I had a long video chat with my mom. And then the last thing I did, which I may need to work my way backwards again on this one, or it may just not work, was that I did a lot of like designing, and like I did sort of more of this. So if I were to put this here, would I get a quarter box in? Yes. Would I get a third box in? No. Okay. So put that down there. And we will put this here. All right, and I have a little video chat script sticker to use here. I think there's a hair stuck under there. I don't know, you probably can't see it. Okay, so that was Tuesday. Wednesday, I did laundry, which is significant because my laundry situation has been a disaster for months. So let's put in, why don't we use a colorful one? Maybe this pink one. I think this one instead. If you can hear noises, it's my daughter playing a video game with her stepsister. Okay, so I did laundry. So, oh, I didn't mean to use, no. I didn't mean to use a half box for that. I didn't do that much laundry. It was one load. So let's instead use mean, even a third box would be kind of an exaggeration. All right, we're just going to use a quarter box, I think. And I have a little laundry bandit here to use. So I'll put her there. And then I had a rather big YouTube binge because the Erin Condren releases, like the sneak peeks came out yesterday, which we all know is a big deal. So I think I'll use this one. So I did binge just a little bit to watch those. I am quite happy with the changes to the planners. There. The vertical neutral looks really cute. And I think I like the layout a lot better. They've taken out some of these the little hexagons and things. I'm sure you've all seen the videos. I don't need to tell you guys. Okay, and then I did a bunch of Adobe Illustrator like tutorials because I'm quite familiar with and comfortable with Photoshop, which I can use to decorate kits. That's not a problem, or to design kits rather. It's just that Illustrator, I think, has some options that are just a little bit better for that, and there are a couple things that I find really frustrating about Illustrator. So okay, so I'll put that there, and then I do have, what do I have for this? I had something. Oh, I was just going to use these little bandits again. So I wish they had slightly smaller ones. I actually feel like there are smaller ones of these somewhere. Oh, you know where they are? They come in the print petticoat bandit kits, so I probably have, yes. No, those are the same. Aren't they? Oh no. Okay, this will do. So, color, that pink is a bit too salmon-y. I think that's the same. So, I guess a blue one. That'll do. Okay. Okay, so in the evening, something really exciting happened. So if you've watched my videos for a while, you know that my daughter, who is actually my stepdaughter, has been staying here full-time during the pandemic and throughout isolation. And the reason for that is that we decided not to have her move. Sorry, I'm just going to switch sizes here. Not to have her move between the houses in an effort to do our part to help flatten the curve, because her step siblings have to continue going between her mom's house and their mom's house. So we wanted to be really careful about that, and so it was a decision we all made together that that we would stop the movement, and that the best place, safest place really, where there was the least amount of movement was was our house. So for the past 6 weeks, since March 16th, she has been here, and her mom and stepdad have come to visit her in the driveway regularly, but obviously we have all maintained physical distancing recommendations. Until yesterday, we decided that we were all comfortable with my daughter and her mom having a hug if they were both masked and gloved. So that is actually what happened yesterday. And it says he might using the house, but I don't think that's really what I want to do. And it was like, I cried, my husband cried, they both cried. Like it was really, really special. So, you know, imagine not hugging your mom for 6 weeks, and moms, imagine not hugging your babies for 6 weeks. Like it's unimaginable. And them, you know, trusting or agreeing that our house is the best place for her to be, takes a lot of trust, and it takes a lot of it takes a special co-parenting relationship, which I'm very, very grateful that we have. So I think that deserves a big old spot in my planner. I actually got some video. I'm going to upload it today and see what all came out. So, okay. After that, we had takeout again because it was a little bit late. So I think I'll use, no, not that one. I think I'll use this one. It can be a little bit bigger than that. Okay, and I will grab the other, where's the other sheet of icons from this kit? The other takeout icon. This day's getting a little crooked, but that's okay. So put that, yeah, it's fine there. And then I did do a little bit more computer work, but I don't think I'm gonna mark that. What I did do in the evening was I actually folded and put away laundry on the same day that I did it, which to most people probably sounds like not a magical thing they would need to mark in their planner. But when you are me, and that has been a major struggle, and it is the third time since Saturday that you've done that, you want to mark it down. So I'm gonna. I think it's even more impressive because I did it right before bed, when I was tired and just wanted to go to sleep. So, okay, I have the little folding bandit, or I have just like a hanger that I could put in there. I think the bandit will be a bit too much in that spot. So maybe the hanger. And how about this aqua one? Let's cut a a little funny, and it doesn't actually look like a hanger. Let's see if the other one... Oh, the other one is even worse. This sheet did not cut properly at all. That one looks okay. Maybe I can attach it like that. It's kind of meant for it to attach to the washi here. There, that's good enough. That'll do. And it's cute. I didn't hang it out to dry, but I did hang and fold everything. Okay, so that completes the first half of the week. It's looking really cute. I love it already. I am sort of torn about whether to add in the pen now or wait until I'm done the entire thing. I do like to take photos when it's like before I add the pen in, but it's just so cute. Like, it just looks so much more complete when it's all filled in, and I know what all is going here and while it's fresh in my mind. So I'm gonna have to think on that one. I won't do it right this minute, but I will be back. I'll probably do the second half of the week in a couple installments again, so that it is more manageable and ready to go for Monday morning. I will see you all back here for the second half of the week. I am back to film the second half of this week's spread. We are actually now Monday, the 27th. So we'll get this fixed, finished up, and then I'm gonna get it posted today, hopefully. So I had hoped to come back at some point over the weekend to film Thursday and Friday. Didn't happen. It was kind of a crazy time, a little bit busy, but that is okay. So we will jump right into Thursday. And the first thing that I did on Thursday morning was help my daughter with some schoolwork that actually it ended up being kind of funny because it was she had to do an assignment on electric. So I'm just looking for my whiteout. Electric circuits, like electrical circuits, and some of the questions were really funny. Like, it was sort of an interactive, like make the light bulb come on. I'm trying to see what I used over here. Okay, make the light bulb come on, and you know, by connecting the battery and the wires and things like that to the light bulb. So which is fine. One of the questions was, I actually took a picture of it, so I'll put it up on screen here if I can. But one of the questions was make the space shuttle launch or something like that. And it was space shuttle, a battery, and then like buttons from the NASA administrator, Houston, I think, and then the astronaut. And the idea was that the battery would power the buttons, which would power the... Anyway, it was so funny to me that this question basically acted as though you could power the space shuttle with a battery, and it struck me as really funny, and I had a good giggle about that. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but my dad worked in aerospace for most of his career, so it's kind of funny to me when I see things like that. And obviously, I understand it was meant just as an example. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously. It just gave me a little giggle. All right, after that I tidied my office, and I'm just trying to look for something here that I want to use for that. I think I might use a flag if I can find one. I was going to pull this from this sheet here, but I don't think that I will. So let me find my flags. Here we go. I think these are the only ones. So I will pull this flag here. And then I've got a little cleaning bandit here. I think this pink one would go. So I'll use this. I probably should have put it on the other side because she's facing this way. I'm not the greatest at putting flags down like from the right hand side, so I'm just gonna flip it over here. So it is Monday morning, like I mentioned. It's about 11 o'clock, and I have been up since, well, I honestly feel like I've been up the entire night. I really didn't sleep well, but I've been legitimately out of bed since about 5:30, so I feel like I've put in a whole day already. Okay, and after that, then I did some filming. So, sorry, I keep having to flip. I'm just gonna use this here for now. All right, so I filmed the first half of this spread. So we will grab, what else do I have to put here? I feel like I'm gonna run out of half boxes. I only have a couple. I have these two. Okay, let's use this one. So that was for filming, and I have a little recording bandit here. So I think we'll go with the pink one again, like that. And then I did some editing, so that did take a while, but again, I feel like I'm gonna use all my boxes here. Okay, we'll use one of these. Well, it'll be fine. Where's the whiteout? And then I have a little edit script here. Put that like that. Then we watched The Masked Singer in the evening. So what did I use to mark? I don't think I marked any TV previously, so we'll use this. And I'm pretty sure I don't have any kind of TV icon. But I might have one. I don't have one in the kit, but I might have one in my leftovers. So let's just see. You think maybe... Oh, there's some there. Kind of bright. There's a little TV one. None of the right colors. It would have to be one of these. Let's see if we have... Oh, the green one would probably be okay. Yeah, we'll use that. It'll be fine. Add a little TV there. So I watched The Masked Singer, and then I did a whole bunch of printing and cutting. I did pull out my print and cut icons, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll use them on a piece of washi. Maybe that is what we'll do. And it'll have to be this one so it doesn't match. All right, so we have space for both of them. Print and cut. That'll work. That's fine. Okay, and then I did a whole lot of practicing like just sort of design and illustrator type things, just to get my bearings a little bit more, which I did also earlier in the week. And for that, I think maybe this one. Whoops. Yeah, that'll fill up the space nicely, I think. And I do have a little laptop bandit here, but I feel like it might be a bit too big if I'm using this. Like, that's going to take up a lot of space. I could use the little computer bandit from here, not bandit, icon from here, maybe. I think that's kind of big too, isn't it? I just see it right over there. You know what? I don't need an icon for every single little thing. I mean, I feel like I do, but I really probably don't. Okay, we're gonna leave Thursday there. Okay, Friday I went and picked up groceries first thing in the morning. Like an online order for pickup. So mark that with maybe this one. When I do memory keeping, it is like it's becoming clear that I need to print 2 pages of the boxes. I just don't seem to have enough of them when I only print 1. And it depends a little bit on the kit and the store, but generally it's just the it's just that I have more stuff to lay down than I really have space for. Okay, so for that I'm going to use the Get Groceries sticker here. And I'm gonna put it up a little bit so that I can write that it was a pickup order underneath. And then I had a print and cut bonanza and a YouTube binge at the same time. But I think I'm just gonna do the same thing I did down here with a different piece of washi. If I've got some more of this little one, or I do have, oh, I've got a larger one here. Is it the same size as that? It's actually a bit bigger. That's okay. So put this here, and I'm just gonna put the printer and cutting machine icons again. I did so much cutting this weekend. Okay, and then I did a bunch more design work. So I think I'll pull this white one in. I don't know if I've ever put a sticker down straight in my life. It's just gonna be good enough. Okay, and I have the little design bandit here. So I'm gonna use her just there. It's sort of black and white on it. It looks like she was printed on the sticker. I don't mind that. Okay, in the evening, my daughter's mom and stepdad dropped off pizza for us, which was awesome of them. So I will mark that with this purple one. And I think I pulled, there is, so in some of the in the Print Petticoat Bandit kits, there actually is a pizza slice. And I was hoping that I had the one that was sort of that color. But it looks like I have dark purple, blue, or like really sort of Pepto-Bismol pink, which is not really what I want. So I think I'll use, and the blue is dark blue, so let me just use this like purpley one. I think I'm gonna leave it here. So I'll leave that there. And then what did we do? We watched some Community. So I could use a little to mark that. Oh no, I'll pull one of these. So let's use this one here. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think I'll add another TV icon for that. I'll just write it in. And then what did I do? I did a whole bunch more cutting because it literally was my life this week. Or this weekend rather. I think I'm going to pull, I think these are some other flags. I'm gonna pull this and I'm just gonna put it here. And then I'll pull the cutting icon. Put that there, and then I will write in what I was cutting, because that's really all I did that day. There wasn't like tons and tons. I went ahead and grabbed my leftover third boxes and half boxes, because there are some in here that are definitely from Paper Crayon Planner kits. So if I need to, I can grab a few of those if I need extra ones. Saturday, I started the day by doing a little bit of self-care again, and I did my hair. So let's grab this washi here. And then I grabbed the hair washing icons, and I think let's do this one. And then there is, I'm just grabbing one of the others that I didn't think to pull out earlier. There's a little, here it is, sheet of straightening irons, which is cute, and I did straighten my hair that day, so maybe I'll include one of those. I don't know if the light pink one will stand out enough. Sure, why not? Okay, I'll put that there. Okay, after that, my mom dropped off some food for us that she had picked up. She'd gone to the grocery store, and there was one thing, well, there are actually a million things in the order that, from the day before that weren't there, and it was all our fault because, we started the order, and like threw a couple things in the cart so that we had enough to check out with, because there's like a minimum, I think it's like $35 order, and you used to be able to add things up until like the night before, but so when I went on I'll leave that off, on what day, Friday night, I guess they have pushed that back by one day. So the order had closed, or Thursday night rather, the order had closed, and I couldn't add anything, so we ended up with really random stuff. But my mom was able to get one of the things that we did really need. So that was terrific. And then after she left, I did a whole bunch more design work, which now if I'll use a different bandit because I don't want to put two the same. There's this like super light one. I think I'm gonna use this last one here because I feel like it needs something colorful next to it, like next to this one. Okay, and then I'll pull in this bandit for this one. I think we'll use this grayish, bluish something or other here. Okay, and then I had a phone call with my mom, and I can't remember now. I think we were just talking about like all kinds of random things, but it did strike me as funny at the time because we had literally just seen each other in the driveway and we talked out there for like quite a while. So it was kind of funny that we then followed that up with an entire, like, I don't know, hour or more phone conversation. It's probably more. I think I'll need to pull in one of these. So that green one I could probably make work. Okay, we'll save that one. I'm sure I might need it anyway. That was my husband sneezing in the next room. Sorry about that. So put that there, and then I have a little phone call script that I will put there. And then I was gonna pull in the cell phone icon from the kit. And I don't know if I'll really need to now. Why not? We'll just stick it there. In the evening, we had pad thai for the second time this week. So we had yummy, yummy takeout. And I think I used I have 2 sheets of this, but for some reason I think I used both takeout ones. I did, but that's fine because I've got leftovers. So do I have any washi strips left? And the answer is yes. So, but they're both very small. Oh, you know what though? Small is okay because after that I want to use a half box. Let me just make sure that my half box will fit there. What did I do with them? Yeah, it should just fit. Grab my takeout icon. Oh, it may not fit. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. And I'm gonna put this here. So I will write pad thai on there. And then I had a crazy long Netflix binge. And I was up, actually I don't think I was up that late this night, but I watched the Tiger King after show with Joel McHale, which was awesome. I think there is a Netflix here. Let's use this one from the kit. So I watched the Tiger King after show, which was so good. And I love that Joel McHale literally, like, it was filmed like on his phone. Like, he just called Netflix and was like, I'm obsessed with this, let me do this. And they were like, okay, during a pandemic. And then I started watching the 4-part miniseries on Netflix called Hillary, about Hillary Clinton. And this is not to get political at all. My opinion of her has changed over the years a few times, but what I will say, and so, you know, that really doesn't have any bearing on what I thought of the, like, what, you know, what feeling I was going into the miniseries with. But I will say that I am really glad that I watched it. I'm actually only on, there's 4 episodes, and I am on episode 3. What am I doing? 3 right now, actually stopped watching so I could finish filming this. And it's really, really good. And it's just her life story, like, and how she, just, you know, how she ended up in politics, and the real, like, warrior that she's been for women's rights really shone through in this, and I really appreciate that. And I think it was just really interesting to see her sort of come into her own while her husband was president, and running and all of that stuff. And just how people reacted to her for, you know, for saying that she wasn't going to stop working, and you know, that she enjoyed and really placed a lot of importance on having a career. Like, it was just, yeah, it was really interesting. Like, politics aside, it was just very, very interesting. So I'm really enjoying watching it. Okay, Sunday I slept until 10:30, and my husband did as well, which is crazy. That never happens. And then we ran some errands. We went to the liquor store, and we stopped by Michael's quickly to pick up some, like, heat transfer foil for me, which I will talk a little bit more about in a second, because that's the next thing that I'm going to pop down. And I have this Erin script sticker here that I will maybe I'll put it more in the middle. So yeah, the heat transfer foil. So when we got back, I was playing around with that, and, like, honestly, it was an epic fail. And it's not even the first time that I've had this kind of fail with heat transfer foil. I had bought, originally I had bought the Heidi Swap, what are they called? Like the heat transfer sheets. And I was using a laminator, I don't have a mink. But I've seen tons of people talking about how they used those and they worked fine, like using a laminator, and I've seen examples. So I tried it and it didn't work. This is the first time that I did it. And then I saw something, I think I just saw something and realized, like, I might have done it a little bit wrong, or maybe there was another method that I could use. So I decided to try it again, because I'm contemplating getting a mink, but I don't know. I'm not sure. So I tried it again, and again, complete epic fail. And I don't know, I'm not 100% sure I know why. I'm gonna do some more research on it and see if I can figure it out. But what I think is that it's the type of foil. I read some things this morning that said that a lot of people have had trouble with the Heidi Swap foil, and that they've had more luck with the, I think it's called iWeb or Deco foil or something. I can't remember. I ordered some on Amazon this morning. So we'll see, because look what happened. I did a couple sheets and they were trying different things and they were all such terrible results. Okay, so first of all, so this was a another paper crown planner kit. Might have been, I'm not sure. So this happened, like, there's tons of foil here. I don't know if you can actually see that, but tons of foil where there shouldn't be, like all over. There's no toner here. There shouldn't be foil. Okay, and then check this one out. Like, what is this even? Like, it missed half the actual dots. I don't think it's actually, it's okay, it's stuck to a couple dots there and a couple bows, but what is all of this? Like, this is madness. What is this? There's no toner there. So, I mean, that's useless. So I'm gonna try the other foil when it gets here, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna give up on foiling for now because I honestly don't know what I'm doing wrong. These, okay, this was the, where's my other sheet? This was the little, it's so light, but it's the little haircut icon, and I just cut the comb off so that I can use the scissors just to mark like sort of crafting. In the afternoon, we took my daughter over to her mom's for a visit, and it was honestly, it didn't go all that well. It went, that's not true. I mean, the visit was fine. My daughter struggled so hard though. It was the first time she'd been at her mom's in 6 weeks, and she felt like, just because of the circumstances of the pandemic, and she's been staying with us, and you know, the result was that she felt like a guest in her own home, which was obviously an awful feeling. It was just, it was hard for everyone, honestly, and especially for my daughter. So to the point where after we got home, we ended up having some discussions with her mom and stepdad about, you know, we've tried to check in with each other like consistently throughout this whole pandemic about, you know, are we still comfortable that we're doing the right thing with keeping her in one place. And last night it really sort of came down to the question of, are the benefits to her physical health still outweighing the potential detriments to her emotional and mental health, because both are really important at a time like this. So we had a lot of talks. I was thinking about pulling, they were all by text, so I was thinking about pulling this. Oh, this was before I started double cutting. And maybe cutting off that part there, so it's just the text bubbles and doesn't say customer service. Yeah, I think, you know, that's a really important part of this. It's all well and good if we come out of this physically healthy, but we've done nobody any good if at the end of this we are actually shells of ourselves because of the toll that it took on us, right? So we had some good chats about it, and ultimately we decided that my daughter and her mom both need some time together, and that, you know, we certainly have done part of our part in helping to flatten the curve so far. We don't think it's time to go back to the normal schedule, but they are going to spend the weekend together next weekend, and then she'll come back here for at least another 2 weeks to give us that sort of 14-day window. So, you know, there's nothing that we can do that is completely riskless, and it's all about finding the level of risk that we're all comfortable with, and that's what we did. So it's not easy. I know her mom is you know, dying inside every day that she hasn't been able to spend real time with her in 6 weeks, and it's a huge sacrifice that she's made to have her here. And certainly, you know, there's no question that it is still the sort of safest place, and we're not going to just up and resume our normal lives. But right now the best that we can do is to give them some time together, and then you know, give them something to sort of refuel and make the next phase of this, if you will, a little bit more bearable. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so The last thing that happened on the weekend was my husband and I had a little date night-ish last night. We had wanted to have a date night. We had planned, we got a new TV sort of set up in my daughter's room so that she could hang out down there for sort of the second half of the evening. We weren't gonna like kick her out of the living room. I'm just thinking about changing this around. That's why I'm pulling this up. We were going to just spend some time together. We're gonna watch a movie and just hang out. But with her struggling, and she struggled hard yesterday, we just didn't think that it was really the right time. So at the end of the night, after she went to bed, which was later than normal, we just we watched some Netflix and then honestly went to bed because we were so tired. It was an emotional day. I'm just trying to figure out which. I want to use a third box for the chats instead of a half box so that I can use the half box for our date night. Date night. Most of the pinks in my leftovers are like so peachy compared to, like, these are very like purpley pinks. Like that purple one almost matches more. Maybe this one. I feel like it just looks like it doesn't belong. I won't get a half box under there. Okay, let's do this backwards. Or maybe what I actually need are 2/3 boxes. Like, I'm so close, you guys. And now it's gonna be the hardest thing in the world to find the right boxes. All right, that is no bueno. Okay, hold on. If I put this here, will I get something between them? And will my date night sticker look okay in here? You know what? It's gonna be fine. I wanted to write in what we did, which was we watched, oh, you guys are either gonna like feel an affinity with me here or you're gonna like unsubscribe from my channel. I don't know if any of you have watched the podcast. Watched the podcast, listened to the podcast. My dad wrote a porno, but I am obsessed with that podcast. I think it's hysterically funny. And we didn't know until last night. We just opened Crave, which I think might be Canadian. I don't know if you guys have that in the US. But we opened Crave and we discovered that they have an HBO special. So we decided to watch it last night. Oh my gosh, is it ever funny. If you've never listened to the podcast, I do like highly recommend it. If you can handle a little bit of raunchy humor, it's if you're not familiar with it, basically it's this guy Jamie, and I feel like he was sort of well known. I don't know if he was a radio personality or what, but his dad, he got an email one day from his dad's like pen name. He didn't know this at the time, and his dad had written like an erotic novel, and it is so bad. Like it's honestly the worst thing ever, and so funny. So he basically made a podcast of him and two friends or colleagues. Like he reads it and they comment on it. Oh dear God, it's hysterical. And then this HBO special was them talking all about it. Okay, I'm sort of thinking about changing this for the little cell phone icon. If I can get this up again, because it was printed on cement paper. That kind of looks like That'd be fun. Okay, I'll put that there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We are done the whole layout of this week. I love the way that this looks. I think it's so pretty. And I'm so excited to fill it in. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna clean up first. All right, fastest cleanup ever, I think so. I'm gonna go in with the pen now, so I'm gonna play a little bit of music for you, and I will be back to show you the very finished product in a few minutes. All right, that is it, all filled in and finished. I really like the way this looks. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And memory keeping so far is going pretty well. It's still a little strange for me, but I do like the fact that there is an actual record of what I actually did, not just what I had planned to do. It definitely uses up a lot more of the sticker kits too, which I like. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and don't forget to check me out over on Instagram at A Pretty Planscape. I will see you all soon. Bye, friends.